Hello, and thank you all for joining me again. Thank you so much for all of those who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, to my TikTok channel, and follow me on Instagram. So today I want to say Happy Father's Day to all of you that are fathers, whether it be adoptive, godfathers, spiritual fathers, and fathers to just those that are fatherless right now. I just thank you for that. And to my Father who is in heaven, happy Father's Day. And to Jesus Christ, who's the Father to us all, happy Father's Day. And since it is Father's Day, I just wanted to share with you on that subject, on why I decided not to tell my father until after I've been positive almost 11 years. And here's why. Here goes. So, I finished a Sunday service. I drove to Raleigh to have dinner with my parents. I was so excited and high on the spirit, and as they would say, I felt like I could run through a troop and leap over a wall. So I was ready to sit down and tell my dad what happened, tell him my story. Mom already knew, but hadn't told my dad, and my sister and brother had already shared with, but my dad was the last to know. And here's why. He was one of those people that were just ignorant at the fact, didn't know much about it, not educated on it. And this particular Sunday, I remember walking into the house, walking straight to his bedroom, ready to tell him what thus says the Lord. Like, I'm just ready to just share it all. So he was laughing hysterically. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, share with the room. What? So he began to tell me something that was said at church that day. And after he finished telling me, I won't say the ministry or exactly what was said, but after it was said, and he told me, I was sick. I was so sick I couldn't. I have fought back the tears, and I just told him I had to go. He said, hold on, wait a minute, baby. I thought you were going to tell me something. I said, oh, no, 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 it's nothing. I will talk later. And I went to the kitchen. Mom was still cooking, and I told her I couldn't stay for dinner. She said, but we planned on having dinner together. And I said, I know, but I can't. I quickly told her what just transposed in the other room, and I couldn't. I couldn't stay. So the reason I didn't tell my dad was because of something that he found funny that wasn't so funny. If he thought it was funny about somebody else, someone else, what would he think about me? And would he tell my business to everybody else that would listen? Would he share it with a sister, brother, pastor, friend, colleague? I mean, who would he tell? I didn't want my business shared. I was at the point in my life where I didn't want anybody to know. So that's why I never said anything. So to those of you that were in my small circle of friends that I shared with before social media, I thank you for keeping it to yourself. And I ask you once again, suppose it were you, how would you want someone to handle your business? Think about it. Talk to you later.